Hello students, welcome to this tutorial. Today we are going to see about hydrocarbons and their classifications. Okay, as we have said, hydrocarbons are compounds which is composed of hydrogen and carbon atoms only. So let's see the first hydrocarbon, which is alkanes. So alkanes are hydrocarbons with the general formula of CnH2n plus 2, where n is a variable and n can be 1, 2, 3 or more than that. So here n represents the number of carbon atoms. So if you are given n is equals to 5 or n is equals to 2, 3 or something, so it's referring to the number of carbon atoms. Now let's see just by examples. Okay, for example, if n equals to 1, the formula of the alkane becomes this one. You see, in place of n, just you can use 1 and C1H2 times 1. So this one is what? The number of carbon atom, or n, and it gives us CH4. Okay, CH4. If the number of carbon atoms is 2, that means if n equals to 2, their general formula becomes C2H6. Okay, if the number of carbon atoms is 3 or n equals to 3, it becomes what? 2 times 3 plus 2, so C3, then H8. So this is the formula of the alkenes. Okay, and the next alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. Those contains chains carbon atoms linked by a single bond only. So in alkenes there is only a single bond or a single covalent bond. Okay, so what do we mean by saturated hydrocarbons? So saturated means, okay, or saturated hydrocarbons are compounds which contains only a single covalent bond. Okay, now the next point is homologous series. What do you mean by a homologous series? Okay, homologous series of organic compounds in which each member differs from the next by CH2 or methylene group. Okay, this is called the methylene group. Okay, so as an example, if you see this chain of hydrocarbons, look, if you just subtract CH2 from this one, you will get what? CH4 or methane. And also if you subtract this one from this one, you will get what? CH2. So there is only a difference between the series of these hydrocarbons, which is CH2. Okay, there is a difference between the consecutive hydrocarbons, but that difference is always the same, and that is CH2, and that's why they are called homologous series. So it's the same in all chains, okay, or in all consecutive chains. That is what you mean by homologous series. Okay, the next point is alkenes. Alkenes are hydrocarbons with the general formula of CnH2n. So you have to just compare with that of the alkenes. Okay, their formula is different. Here is only 2n, but in alkenes there is a plus 2. Okay, or there is an additional hydrogen atoms. Okay, but here is CnH2n, so there is no plus or minus 2, where n can be 2, 3 or 4. Okay, so n cannot be 1. Okay, here in the alkenes or in the alkenes classification, n must be greater or equals to 2. So n cannot be 1. Okay, and the next point is alkenes are hydrocarbons with the general, for example, if n equals to 2, formula of the alkane becomes C2H2n. so in place of n you can just substitute 2, because n equals to 2, and the formula becomes C2H4. If n equals to 3, the formula of the alkene becomes C3 H 2 times 3, it's what, C3H6. okay. So alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons containing carbon-carbon double bond as their functional group. So unsaturated, here is another term, unsaturated. Unsaturated means, or unsaturated hydrocarbons are hydrocarbons that have double or triple covalent bond. So if a hydrocarbon contains double or triple bond, it is called unsaturated hydrocarbons. So alkynes, the third classification of hydrocarbons is the alkyne, or the alkanes are hydrocarbons, hydrocarbon atoms with the general formula of CnH2n -2. Here is -2. okay. In alkanes it is +2. In alkenes there is no plus or -2, but in alkynes there is -2, where n can be 2, 3 or 4, okay, as in the case of alkenes. Okay, so n must be greater than or equals to 2. For example, if n equals to 2, the formula of the alkyne becomes C2, then H 2 times 2, okay, then -2, the formula will be C2 H2. If n equals to 3, the formula of the alkyne becomes C3, then H2 times 3 -2, C3H4. This is how you can just find the formulas of these alkynes. Alkynes are also unsaturated hydrocarbons possessing triple bond at their functional group. So unsaturated, we have said that unsaturated hydrocarbons are hydrocarbons that have a double or triple covalent bonds. So this is all about our today's lesson. In the next we are going to see the nomenclature of these hydrocarbons. Then until then, stay safe, and we're gonna meet on the next tutorial. Thank you. Bye bye.